Hi everyone, I would like to record an additional video to address the concerns related to the environmental impact of NFTs. There is a lot of discussion out there and a lot of misunderstanding regarding the impact of NFTs in the environment. And I want to provide some additional clarity here. It looks that many journalists from big media outlets, they publish articles without doing the proper research. You should do also the research by yourself, and I'm also going to attach to this video additional resources, a couple of links that you can take a look at. But I want to provide some additional clarity here. So the Ethereum network, it does spend electricity. Don't get me wrong. I totally agree that the Ethereum network spends quite a lot of electricity. But the amount of electricity that the Ethereum network is spending, it doesn't change when you mint or trade an NFT. The electricity that an Ethereum network is spending is kind of constant, and it changes when more miners join the network. And usually more miners join the network when the Ethereum price goes up, making it more attractive to mine Ethereum. You could eventually kind of have some correlation between NFTs and the price of Ethereum, because when you need to buy an NFT in the Ethereum network, you need to have some Ether, you need to have some cryptocurrency. So you need to buy Ether. When you buy Ether, you increase the demand for Ether. You increase the demand, you increase the price. And you increase the price, then you increase the attractiveness for miners to join the network. But there is no direct correlation between minting or creating an NFT and spending electricity. Some articles out there kind of show as if when you create an NFT, you are spending 40 something kilowatts of electricity, which is equivalent to I don't know how many cars driving, and that's not really accurate at all. Also, the Ethereum network, it indeed spends a lot of electricity, but there are some articles saying that the impact in the carbon footprint is equivalent to 0.02% of the carbon emissions, of the CO2 emissions, which is still impactful. But you can say also that traditional systems, the traditional financial system, banks, auction houses, traditional middlemen, they also spend a lot of electricity, right? Every time you use a bank, well, the bank needs to have big buildings with which spend a lot of electricity, and ATMs that are turned on 24 hours per day, and that's also a big impact for the environment. While blockchain, what is bringing is an additional trust layer where you can just trust a system without the need of a middleman, and this is creating big business opportunities. But anyway, to address the concerns related to spending electricity, which are real, the community is changing, and people are concerned, and they are right to be concerned, that it indeed spends a lot of electricity. So the Ethereum network is shifting from proof of work consensus mechanism to proof of stake. Proof of work is this consensus mechanism that spends a lot of electricity. This is what people usually refer to as the complex mathematical problem that proof of work is trying to solve. So this is what the miners are doing in proof of work. Once Ethereum moves from proof of work to proof of stake, it doesn't need anymore to do those to solve those complex mathematical problems, because proof of stake consensus mechanism, it works in a different way. You can check my other blockchain course where I explain this in detail, and the amount of electricity that is spent by proof of stake or delegated proof of stake consensus mechanisms is very, 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 very small. In 2 years approximately, the Ethereum network is moving to proof of stake, which is going to solve the energy issue, which is very good, and I guess it will also drive much more people to work with the Ethereum network without the concern of eventually contributing to energy wasting. There are other blockchains such as Cardano, Tron, EOS, Tezos that spend very little electricity. These blockchains that you can see here, Tron, Cardano, EOS, Tezos, and so on, they use other consensus mechanisms such as delegated proof of stake and proof of stake. I think in this specific case, I'm putting here the logos of Tron, Cardano, and EOS, and they all use some form of delegated proof of stake, where people that own the cryptocurrency, they can delegate the mining capabilities in a smaller group of nodes. EOS, for example, we have 21 validating nodes, and for that reason, because there are only 21 these validating nodes, they also call it block producers, the amount of electricity that is spent is much lower. And Tron, Cardano, and EOS, and so on, they also have the equivalent to ERC 721 token standards, meaning that you can also create NFTs using Tron, Cardano, and EOS with very little energy consumption. The reason why people are still not using that much Tron, Cardano, and EOS and Tezos to create NFTs, and they still use Ethereum network, is, in my opinion, just because of network effects. When you have more people using a network, this network is more useful. And because everyone is on the Ethereum network, everyone continues to use the Ethereum network. But you can, in these, there are already some people doing NFTs on Tron, Cardano, and EOS. And I would love to see the big marketplaces, NFT marketplaces like Rarible, Super Rare, and OpenSea, and Nifty's, and so on, starting to accept the NFT token standard from Cardano, from EOS, from Tron, and so on to their marketplaces, because this would be a big contribution to spending less electricity. Okay, I hope this one was useful. Let me know what you think about the energy spending of NFTs, and if this is a concern for you or not. All right, see you on the next one.